But I know you did a lot of mixed use buildings. Like we just talked about that. Can you just touch base a little bit on the nuances there, right? A little different to underwrite. A lot of our listeners probably have a 3 unit, 6 unit, et cetera. A lot of people probably haven't dealt with the commercial space. So can you talk a little about like some of the nuances of those mixed use buildings?
Yeah. So in many ways, they're tough. Now, let me start with why they're tough. For one, the CMBS or the commercial mortgage-backed securities rates are higher on mixed-use properties, right? So essentially, your interest rates are higher, and that's if you can find someone that's going to fund it. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're getting a traditional 4 unit building, right? Let's say you're a first-time investor and you want to buy something and you have an FHA card because you've never bought something before. I always say go try to get a 4 unit building because that you're going to use your FHA card. By card, I mean it's a first time home buyer. If you get an FHA loan, you can get into a 4 unit building pretty easily. So there's a lot of liquidity because there's a lot of loans available for 1 to 4 units. Once you get into commercial, including mixed use, that becomes a lot more scarce. And then so you could possibly get an SBA if you occupy the property, but that has its own underwriting guidelines. And then local banks, if you have a good banking relationship, which if you're a new investor, you probably don't. But local banks and credit unions may underwrite those deals, but then again, they don't want to deal with a lot of Class C 1, 2, 3, 4 unit mixed use properties either. So they're looking for larger Class A and Class B properties too. So it's kind of hard to underwrite. The rates are higher, but the cash flow is good. And the cash flow is good because there's less liquidity for those, because the rates are higher. So typically what you'll see is you can get a 4 unit plus 1 commercial unit or a mixed use for less than a typical 4 unit building that's all multifam. And the reason is because of the reasons I just described. And so you can make more money with the 4+1, the mixed use, versus the 4 unit, and it's cheaper to buy. So as long as you can get into them and get the right financing, I think they're a steal. And essentially, in these times where it's really hard to buy real estate at a good deal because everything's priced really high as far as what it used to be about a year and a half ago, these can work out really well.